Hello, and welcome to episode 39. Let's get computers built. Just gotta run over here to the computer station. We're doing good on power, which is nice. Come on, yeah. And perfect, in the station. So, the station's just going to be extended. I want to have two facilities producing computers. So, one second here. I need to get myself out of the way. This isn't going to be the final position. Computers. If we just worry about the cables, I need to produce a total of, or actually we'll just write this down. So I need 20 circuits. 20 circuits. Circuits. I need 40 cables. And I need 80 plastic. Now it's going to be a bit weird with how we're going to get the plastic. So this platform is actually going to be an unload platform, which I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is. And we're going to have to build another platform to load. So I just need to find where this thing is. Where's your next connection point? Up here. There we go. So hopefully if I put you to there and then I take this and I snap it into there, it'll be nice. No? Figured. Give me a second. Hopefully this doesn't screw stuff up and the trains will keep running. Railroad track is too long. Okay, that's the problem. There we go. So we need to delete that, delete this, 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 and this. There we go. So now we can purchase, or not purchase, but build one of these. And this is going to be a load platform. So, did I have a chest here? How the hell did that get there? Okay. Does that show up? It does. Okay. Good. I would like to get half tracks, or half platforms, I should say, to there, and half platforms to here. Perfect. It bothers me that that is just over there, so I'm going to drag that over here. Take that. Perfect. We're then going to have to build a smart splitter, which is a bit expensive, but it is what it is. So the output is going to be here. We're going to say your left output is your any undefined. Your center output is your, your right output is going to be plastic. And my center is going to be my overflow, which then is going to lead me into this, which is my merger, which is going to be, this is my overflow here. that goes there. This goes here. We do not want this to be Mach 1 conveyor belt. We want this to be as fast as it possibly can. We also want to change the station settings. Computers. Can I not change the station settings? Oh, I have to do that in the train menu. Okay. That's a bit annoying, but okay. Yeah, that should be fine for the overflow. You know what? We'll turn this into level 2 belts just to make sure. And I think that's good. The station is actually ready to be set up for part of the main line, which is nice to see. We need to delete this and put that there. But actually, we'll probably want to extend this out, so we'll leave this for now. So we need the 40 cables and the 80 plastic. The 80 plastic is pretty much solved. Like, there's not much we can do about that. Other than like what we get in here is pretty much all that we're going to get. So I'm not actually sure how much plastic we're going to get per minute. Because it'll come in spikes, right? Like there's going to be a whole bunch that comes in and then there's going to be nothing. So we will want to have a buffer. So we need to go organization and a storage container. And I'd say the container can go here. Yeah. We're going to grab this and we're going to put another merger there. We'll delete this. I need this, level 2. There, that can be level 3. And this will allow for my input from my production. This will allow me to store all my plastic, which I can put in there. Actually, I want to double check that this works properly, so plastic. Plastic goes out, and the overflow does work. We will upgrade this to a tier 3. Just make sure it all gets dealt with. Because I don't want all the plastic to go into here. That's pretty good. I got it. Okay. Perfect. Do I have plastic in storage? I do, don't I? Yes. Awesome. I really wish you could take stuff out of the depot. And not just for building, but oh well. So we start backwards and just work our way through the production chain. So production. We need 2 manufacturers. Because I'm hoping that we can at least accommodate that. And yeah, we're going to have to do it like this. Because these things are massive. Like, I always forget how massive these things are. There we go. Let's just jump down here. Okay, so you guys output a whopping 2.5 per minute, or 5 per minute total, which is kind of really utterly horrendous, but okay. Please tell me I did not line those up, really? That's annoying, okay. Manufacture, try that again. I line it up with that line, does that work? It does, perfect. Number 8 is a merger, right? Yes. They're going to go there. And we are going to design this to deal with all the overflow. So you can go there, you can go from there to there, and you from there to there, and then you from there to there. Perfect. Now the one thing I do love is you can actually connect power into the stations. So the track acts as a power guide. So you don't need to get huge telephone cables to your stuff once you get trains going. But I kind of like using those because it gives you a guideline of where power is going. So I don't know yet. That needs to get fixed as well. So now the plastic is I'm going to need to deal with organizing all this stuff. So how many inputs do we have for the computers? We got 3 inputs, which is kind of nice because then we don't need to use all 4. Am I really going to do what I'm thinking about doing? Actually, it might look kind of cool. So, one second. We're going to go right in the middle of these two. We want a splitter. This line here is the center. 1, 2, and 3. I was really hoping you would have a nice smooth contour, but you don't. So we'll try that again from a little bit closer. Which line is my center? Sorry, this line here is my center. And if I go from here to... Did I build a merger? I built a merger. I wanted a splitter. This line here. Yes. There we go. Number 3. Can't do that, but can do this. And that has a nice shape to it. Perfect. Really? Why are you not stacking properly? Really? You're not going to stack nicely for me? Grr. What is that weird glitch? Okay, well, if it's not going to do that nicely, I got to go back to here, I guess. So I can at least get a nice flowing arc by doing that. There we go. See if we do this. Now, do we keep it up and then go down? Can I do that for this one as well? Nope, I can't because it's too steep. Okay, so we'll just take it down. A notch to there, to there. You can come down to here. And that looks a little bit pinched down on that, doesn't it? Yeah. So we're going to go to here. And it should be able to do this, right? Yes, it does. And that looks nice. I'm just... Oh, nope, that's not what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. Drive that in. Drive that in. Nope. And drive that in. Now really these should have all been smart splitters for overflow, but oh well. Did I line that up right? You're not lined up right at all. What the hell was I doing? This one got lined up right, but I guess I was just not paying attention. And I just want that little guy down there. Try that again. See, now I want to make sure I did this right. Yep. And up. There we go. Oh. So, for one of these lines, we need to have plastic, and it needs to handle actually needs to handle more than 80. And the plastic's going to have to split down further for the circuits. So, let's start with cables. That's easy enough to do. And we will figure out how we wire it in. We might have to build this out one more just for stuff. And where is our... It is backwards a little bit. Yeah, it's right there. It'll probably go straight a little bit and then come up through a floor hole or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's get the cables. Cables. Did I not select these yet? No, I did. Okay. I got a bunch of circuit boards on me. So we need 40 cables per minute. So if we go to production and grab the constructor, yep, nope, I wanted to build you. How many cables do you make? You make 30, I need 40, so we need 2 of these. Let's see what I meant by one of these should be an overflow and they all just feed down the center. Can I do that actually? Give me a second here. Can I take something from here and go to here? Oh, please tell me I can. Really? You're going to let me go up here, but you're not going to let me go down here. Oh, that is brutally cruel, dude. What about you? Yes, you will. Okay. Weird. We'll figure that out later. We do need these guys to merge into one path. What am I doing? I got a merger right here. There we go, number 3. So we also need cables from both of these. Okay. So how much wire do we need? We need 120 wire. I don't remember how much wire each one produces. I'm hoping it's 60. It's 30, so we need 4 of these guys. 2 each. Okay. So we got 1. Oh, I'm in the way just a little bit, 2. There we go. And if we put enough space in the middle here for a splitter, can you please tell me you're lined up with that? I think you are. 1 second. Oh wait, can I fit a full splitter between these guys? Yeah, pretty much. How much was that? Yeah. So you go there, number 6, you can go right there. So pretty much just touched. The opening just touches. Well, there's part of the longer merger. Let's go with a splitter. Nope, splitter. And grab this guy. That's pretty much it right there. Did I really build this backwards? Yeah. Perfect. So now these guys are going to feed into this thing, which means I do need a merger. Out. You guys are making, nope, not what I wanted. Select recipe. Wires, thank you. Wires, thank you again. This thing here might be my overflow value. I don't know. I'll figure this out. Because I don't want to have too much backup in these facilities. I want all the backup to go onto the trains and down to the station and then into the brain needs to find words. Into the sink. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. So, how much do I need? I need 15, 30, 60 per minute. Okay. Don't do that. Okay, 60 per minute. So, and we're just going to build this out there and this out to there. And we're going to build this out one more row. There we go. We just need a merger here. How far away is this merger? It's pretty much the same spacing, so. There we go, and then this guy's gonna go right here, and he's gonna go there. How did I misalign that? There we go. All right, that's what I did for this guy? Yeah. And then I need another one of these. And you need to make cables. And we're just gonna drag this all the way back here. Really? Did I really mess that up by one spot? There we go. So now this will run this, that's all fine. That's all the cables done. And we just need to hook that in eventually. How many things do we got? We got 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if we put a power pole in, this in theory should be the middle. The power to you and to you. And we take a power pole, and we're going to put a power pole there. And and a power pole there. And we should be able to hook all of these up, just like that. You got one free connection, you got one free connection, okay. Right, yeah, we're good. Okay, so now I need to actually worry about how much copper I need. You got wires, right? Your wires, wires, wires. So I need 60 iron per minute. I'm going to need one more width here. There we go. Just like that. Perfect. And then I need to get 60 copper going. So, yeah, it's going to be further out. I like building my factories flat. I don't know why. It's easier as opposed to having like 6 levels of stuff. But we will see. How much does a smelter output? I forget. Is it 30 or is it 60? Copper. It is 30, so I need 2 of these. Which isn't too bad, actually. It could be worse. So. I'm thinking if I can put them here, that would be nice. No, so I gotta go back 1 block. And then I gotta build a merger right here. Really? Get rid of that. This is where it needs to go. There we go. Copper. Yep. And copper. Which means that these guys need a total of 60 per minute in, which is definitely doable. So you're just on the side of this. There we go. That does the job. Okay, so now it's time to start getting this set up so it can actually have some input. I know in my luck it's not going to like that. So splitter. We're going to have our input come in. Really? Logistics. Grab me one of these. Perfect. And I need a half row. So this is kind of the perfect spot to do that. Foundations, half foundation. There we go. So, and then we can go walls, and we can do wall with a conveyor hole. Okay, we can't do that, so we're going to go with a floor hole. Logistics. Lift, floor hole. Awesome. So then we go here, and always upgrade this at a later time. We are way far. Oh gosh, I almost killed myself. We're going to jump over here. See, we built out pretty far. This whole thing can't be cantilevered. We're going to have to do a weird pillar thing like we did over there. No, 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 please. For the love of God. Weird, I thought I saw something. It's just a graphic thing. Okay, so we are going to go with a Mach 1 conveyor belt. We got stuff going in and stuff coming out. There we go. Ceiling mount. I really wish I had a way. One second here. Let's put a wall section in, and then a floor attached to the wall. Sure, that works. Come on, please let me up here. Please let me up here. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Ladder. Look at that. You can actually see what I'm doing, kind of. So, if we grab this. Oh, it actually does understand. Okay, awesome. I was not sure if it would actually be cooperative. But it is actually kind of amusing. Thank you, devs, for being great. What are you overlapping with? Okay, grab this. Nope, 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 nope. Ooh, Jesus Christ. Please, okay, you're not going to connect, awesome. There we go. We will make this look nicer. This thing here. That'll all get disappeared into a pillar, probably. Whee! Come on. Just fuel up. Is our train running fine? 1 second. Timetable, you. Yeah, you're doing okay. So, now we have those coming in. And I should have probably used my brain. We're going to delete this, because I'm going to need, there's more copper coming up than what is needed. Because we need copper for other stuff. So, yeah. You actually do perfectly fine for what I need. Okay, so this is the center line, but I also want the line that is straight on with this. So I think it's there. Nope, it is right here. Delete that, delete that. Take this pole, attach to that one, attach that to there, and that to there. And you are the terminal that has the power. So we're just going to put you here for now. And I'm going to run a line onto here. Everything has power, but nothing's doing anything. So that was what? When we went from 3082 to 32, so like 200 kilowatts. It's a lot. It's a lot of power. And then our power for down here is just going to be a series of very wonky electrical poles. Ta-da! Awesome. Give that a few seconds to spin up. Nope. I just got to refuel a little bit. There we go. Perfect. So we should have power. Or we should have, sorry, copper. We should have copper. It'll take a few seconds because the belts are as long as can be. So. Yep, there we go. We're doing good. So, we got the cables done. We should really get plastic done, but I don't remember how long my train is, which is the problem. I forget if it's 3 or 4 cars. And depending on that, depends on how much we extend this. I do know it's at least 3. No, I wanted that. I don't want that. And we go transport, and we go for an empty platform. There we go, 3 platforms. You have, yep. So are we producing? Yep, there we go. Probably just started actually arriving right now. So, there There we go. And this is going to go and it's going to produce the cables, or it's going to produce the wires, which is then going to produce the cables, which are just going to kind of back up. So that's fine. The train should be coming around right about now, so we can actually double check how long it is. Yep, there we go. It is the train and then 3. So the train and then 3. That train's going to get longer, I think. I feel like the train's going to get longer. My brain's like, you should just build it out one extra platform. There's no harm in that, so we're going to do that. I just need to figure out how I'm going to build. Sorry. So we got this. There we go. And then we got that. And we have this. And I can't see through the darn trees. So where are we? What trees are we deleting? It's this tree, I think. And it's this tree over. There we go. Anything else poking through the treetops here? No, should be good. And come on, up. There we go. So we got 2, and then we got 2 terminal stations, which is nice. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. No, not what I wanted. I wanted this. Any other weird glitches happening? No? Awesome. Okay, so we got the train terminal there. Delete the track that goes around the long way. Would you look at that? Almost looks like I planned this entire thing. So we got to go to the station. Timetable. This guy. We have to edit the timetable. We want to add computers. But we need to move it between... Actually, yeah, it should go to computers. Cancel. Save changes. It should come into computers, actually, and it should be good. And it is going to blow through in this instance. But it is going to go to steel beams, right? Oh, you're cop? Oh, interesting. So most stations it goes this way through. It's going to blow through copper. And it's going to blow through everything until it gets down to, yeah. And then it's going to come up, and it should drop everything. So it should only have stuff it picks up from Kiev, I think. In theory, that should be how that works. But I am not positive. We're going to need to run a trip with it just to double check some stuff. But that should be how it works. Okay, so we got lots of copper wire. Or not copper wire. Well, yes, cables, copper cables. So, next on the list of things to do for the computer production is going to be the circuit boards, which need plastic. So we're going to put a splitter here because we're going to need the plastic to do that. So this line down here is going to be plastic. Don't really have much of a choice in that. Come on. There you go, plastic. And then yep. It takes a good while for that train to do a full route. Jeez. So, how many do I need? How many of these do I need? How many circuits do I need? I need 10 per minute. So I need a total of 20. Production assembler. This is not its final spot. I just need to see what this produces. 7.5. So I need 3. Which means I need 45 copper sheets. So it's going to be a matter of, I need 45 copper sheets. That's going to be the next thing to produce. Copper sheets. There we are. 10. How many did I say I needed? I don't remember. How many copper sheets do I need? 3 times 15. I need 45, so I need 5 of these. I need 5 of them. Jesus. It's a bit brutal. But oh well. You know what? I think we might send this up to a second floor. Kind of have to. So this is the correct dimensions on this side, I think. We'll just go here, here, and here. And if we go to number 5, I think this should be fine. Ooh, we are running out of iron plates. That's not great, so we do need to catch the train. Where is the train? Mr. Train, where are you? We're going into Maine. So once you go to Maine, you should go to copper. And that's it, right? It's copper and then Kiev and then computers. And then restart the cycle. And I still have this set up for a split down to crystals that I've never done. Right? The train's in the main terminal? I think so. Maybe not. I can't tell. Okay, so what all does copper get brought in? Yeah, it's in the main terminal. Copper, what do you have? And it does have copper sheets. It doesn't have enough, though. Like, copper sheets are super slow to produce. But, oh well. Just drop those so I have some space. And those copper sheets are for my own storages. Okay, so yeah. So we will go off to the main terminal. Just gonna drop down here. And in here, which is where I have all my sheets being produced, actually. We're going to take this. Where are you? There you go. Drop those in there. because then it frees up some inventory space for me. It is very dark in these facilities at night. I really need to fix that. That's full. That's mostly full. Whatever. We got enough, hopefully. I do want to check how we're doing on the power, though. Blue is charging, yes. Yeah, we're still doing good, even with this thing's not fully running, I know. Okay. The train is leaving or arriving Kiev? Arriving too. Just gotta run along. We also haven't put supports in for this bridge, have we? Nope. There's so much that needs to be done, but so little time to do it all. Okay, so. Can I get daylight, please? I would appreciate that. It is dark as could be. Okay, so. Don't do that. So we got what? How many spaces? I think 3. There we go. There's one corner done. Okay, so if we go here to logistics and we grab a conveyor lift, sorry, 1 second. What am I doing? I need the lift hole. Oh, here's the train. Please offload everything and please tell me this works the way I expect it to. Okay, well, you can't look at stuff while it's moving, which kind of makes sense, but is also kind of annoying. So what's in you? It's not going to tell me. Come on, let me see. Okay, we got some plastic in this guy. We also got lots of plastic in this one. So all that non-plastic stuff, and a lot of the plastic, but all the non-plastic stuff should overflow. Or sorry, should go on this conveyor belt. Okay, I am losing a lot of plastic. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, plastic goes in there. Then it goes in there. And that works for me. So, let's put another line there. Are you serious? Okay. So 1 second. If I put this directly, I can't put it directly in the corner. 1 second. We'll just mirror this. If I put it directly in the corner, it's not quite where I want it actually. Okay, if I put it directly in the corner of that half, I'm working on a half grid versus a full grid, which is very annoying. So delete that, grab this, give me a half grid to work with. There we go. If I put this in the corner of the half grid, and then I put another one here, another one here, I'm half a step further and 1, 2, 3 steps away. So I'm half a step and 1, 2, 3. I hope I did that right. Oh, I did. Okay, awesome. So the conveyor belt goes in, and I actually want it in that orientation. Good. Look at that beautiful sun. That's the moon set. I want the sunrise, which should be right behind that rock. Go figure. I needed copper sheets. I need 5, which means I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 100. I need 100 in total smelter power, which means I need 4. I need 4 smelters. 1. I am missing the iron rods. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. If we go here to special, crafting bench, I need the iron rods from this thing. Iron rods, I need iron ingots, which means I need iron, which I have nothing. I really should have grabbed those when I went back to the town. Or not to the town, but to the depot. Just on the off chance that I got lucky, and I did not. And I know the truck has nothing in it. How did I run out of iron rods? One thing I can do is that's still going, but I can give this some more. Might as well double check here, see if there's anything. I didn't think so, but I wanted to just check. Grab a stack, grab another stack. You're making iron plates, whatever. I'll grab these while I'm here. And my inventory is pretty much full. much as I can. And grab a stack of these, toss them there. There we go. Inventory is completely full of junk. Lots of it is just junk. Train, station, Kiev, computers. There we go. I'm thinking that eventually I'll have hypertubes on the bottoms of the tracks. Not for everywhere, but for like Kiev, there's definitely going to be a hypertube to Kiev. That's going to follow that. It'll be nice because then it won't just be a line running through the forest like I currently have, which is a bit of an eyesore. And although we are destroying this planet, I want to do it in a way that kind of looks nice. There we go. Production, I need 4 smelters if my math is correct. Push come to shove, I can always add 1. And we go here, and I would like a splitter. I'm really going to hope that this thing allows me to do what I want to do. And I somehow managed to orient that in the wrong way. Splitter. There we go. And the conveyor belt is to, I don't know what. Okay, so get rid of that. Nope, not the floor hole. I would like the lift itself. There we go. There we go. Copper ingots. I'm going to hope that this doesn't need power to at least collect inventory. Please. Also, I need to get rid of that stuff. You should have 2 in your inventory. Okay. No, it won't let me do that. So, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Number 8. Rotate to a splitter. Number 3. There we go. To a splitter there. To a splitter there. Did I really not line this up properly? I did not. Or either of them. Damn it. There we go. Okay, we will pretend that we have that hooked up. It'll take me a few minutes just to get this all organized first, which is the goal. So we need these to all merge back together. 1 there, 1 there, 1 there. Perfect, just like that. Not what I wanted to do. Get a floor pole, please. Thank you. I do not need that extra stuff. Okay, perfect. So, no, there's actually one more row. Let's grab this and bring that out to here. So if we build one of these, and we go steel sheets, I need 20 per minute. So I have 100, or sorry, no, yeah, I need 100. So I need 4 of these, but I need, what, 3, 6, 9, 120 now. Which means I actually need to upgrade these belts into tier 2 belts. And we might as well upgrade that one as well. Just like that. Well, I guess those are fully buffered up. And we're pretty much buffered up on the cables as well. So, yeah. I'm just trying to think here. How are we going to do this? So, I need 3 of these, which means 45. 45? 45, yeah, that's right. 45 means I need 5 of these, yep. Okay. 5 of them. We're just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, right, that would make sense. 6. And the input is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did I really line that up perfectly? That would be impressive if I did. Number 3. I did, perfect. Number 8. I would like a splitter. Oh, not what I need. There we go. This guy can go to here. We will fix that, I guess, later. And then number 8 is that. I would like a splitter. How did I manage that? How do I keep managing that, actually, is what I would like to know. Come on. Okay, so we go logistics, we grab a conveyor floor hole, or floor pole. Damn it. Really? Conveyor pole, come on. Fine, 1 second each. It's not what I want. Okay, these ones are going to be wonky. Whatever. The rest of this factory looks good. If I've got 2 weird wonky conveyors, I can live with that, hopefully. Copper sheets. Copper sheets. No, Jesus. Come on. There we go, we're good. Did I set up the last one for copper sheets? I didn't. Copper sheets. Copper sheets, copper sheets, copper sheets. Now, it's awesome. So these guys are going to go into the top conveyor. We're going to have the circuits go into the top conveyor belt. Which means I got to figure out how to put a floor hole in the right spot again. I do wish they had, like, you could, I wish they had the little lines for the conveyor belt lining up for the floor holes as well, but unfortunately they don't. So that at the moment is my best bet. Oh, I might have gotten that perfect. Oh, please tell me that that is as beautifully oh, that is. Somebody's got to give me credit for the genius on that, because that is spectacular, to say the least. Really? You stick up just a little bit? Fine, 1 second. We will get rid of that, get rid of that. And do you want to get rid of one more? Or do we want to just, you know what? We can do something cool here. Architecture, industrial railing. That gives it a bit of a vibe. Okay, hopefully. So now we need these guys all need to merge up again. And I forget, I needed 3, right? I needed 3 of these. So let's get the wires put into this, because that's a bit of a weird spot to get them right there. So we will try and figure this out. We'll go logistics. We'll do stackable conveyor poles. We'll put one there. And I want this to be a nice gradual slope. And yes, I could do that. So does this work? Can I just take the conveyor pole? Because it looks weird having that corner not braced. There we go. Trains leaving this station. Actually, that works perfectly. We need to get a floor hole for that to come up, but I will figure that out later. I need to first get all this stuff merged in together. Number 8. Yeah. Okay, so actually, we know all of these are level 1 inputs. So these all output 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we're still under the 60 max. So we're good for a level 1 system there. Ugh. Okay, so then we need these guys, the assemblers. We need 3 of them. And I have no idea where I'm going to squeeze 3 of these guys in. Because I can fit 1, 2, but I need 3, right? Yeah. Because I need a total of 20, and I can get 15 from 2 of them, so I need 3. Actually, you know what? That might work. Do you have any more space on this side? No, we don't. So, one second. We're going to run this to here. And run this back to here. And I'm really going to hope that this doesn't overwhelm too much. There we go. And grab one of these guys here. Grab this. Perfect, I think. So it's not perfect, but it's weird. It's a weird problem. I hate how space doesn't always work out the way you want it to. We got both of these facilities open, which is kind of cool. Is there glass floors? Foundation. No, it's just the glass walls. Because I would have put glass floors on this row and then had this section just fenced. But oh well. So we're doing this, that's fine. I can sort through all of that just easily. How much plastic do I have? Oh, I have a lot of plastic. That's nice. And those are filled. These should be filled with a stack of plastic each, right? Yeah, they are. Awesome. Now, if only it would actually tell me how much plastic I was getting per minute. It's like I'm getting 145 per minute. My plastic is 80 just on these. And I actually haven't looked into how much plastic I need for the circuit boards. But I need to get 3 circuit boards put in. I need 3. I need 3. Like, I could do this, but that is way too tight. I don't like it. I can put 2 in, like this. I have enough space to do 2, I think. So if we put 1 here, and another one, did I not line those up? I did not. No, don't you dare. Come on. There we go, so that's 2. That gives me 15 out of 20, which means I would need to boost one of these. Give me a sec. If I drop you down just to 7, and then I boosted you up to 13. I can't do 13. I would need to upgrade this again. That's annoying. Okay, fine. Let's do 11. And give this to you. And do 9. I could do that. I'm not a fan. I mean, it uses 2 power crystals and it uses a lot more power. And I get no surplus this way. Actually, I might. I need to do that, actually. I need to set up my surplus. Definitely for this. This needs to be surplus. This needs to have a surplus option. Come on, up. Sorry, I need to find a spot where I'm not constantly moving. So left output is going to be circuit board. Right output is going to be circuit board. Center output is going to be overflow, I think. Give me 2 seconds here. If we go organization, one of these, just for a second. Okay, fine. We will figure this out. This thing. Number 3. And if I drop in circuit boards, I'm hoping that first of all it'll work, and second of all that it'll split them. Please. Come on. Nope, it's not going to. I figured it wouldn't because I deleted the belts, or I deleted the splitter. See, I wish it would also fix that. That's another thing. That's just, it's a small thing, but it would be a nice thing. And there, and there to there. So we got what? We got one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Okay, so it does split. Awesome. And then it does overflow. Come on. Oh crap, these are actually going to start running, aren't they? The answer would be yes. We have computers, people. It's amazing. You still I need to deal with. Okay, fine. Where can I put... Oh, there we go. Get one of you, get a merger. Yeah, that's not gonna... I would really like to not have it cut through. Like that kind of bothers me. And by kind of, I mean really bothers me. Like, yes, I could go to there, but I don't want to go to there. Ooh, and it is pouring outside. Huh, that's fun. Oh, thank you. I've been playing for 2 hours. That's marvelous. Okay, whatever. We will deal with that as being that way. I don't record with my camera on, so y'all can't see it when I do this. But literally, I was standing here, and I jumped up here, and I ducked my head so I could squeeze through the gap. Like, why? Why on earth? But okay. So we're going to delete this, and this, and this, and we're going to delete this and this because I just didn't line this up quite the way I wanted it to. So there we go. Line up a conveyor belt nice and straight so I can see roughly where I'm going to be building to. Number 7. one? Yes, there we go. Come on, let me build. The surface is too uneven. Really? There's not even that much of a drop, but okay. We will put in, actually, can I put in one of the internal corner foundations? You're a full foundation section, aren't you? So yeah, we will have to go with a half. Okay. There we go. And that bothers me just a little bit, so let's see if I can stick this here. And I like a little bit of symmetry in my life. So, and we can go architecture, we can go the modern railing, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. And I accidentally built this, so there. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still looks good. Just encroaches a little bit further onto these guys, but oh well. Now, the fun part, I have to split up these guys and these, and I don't have power up here yet either. I forgot about that. So we want a splitter conveyor. Yeah, it's not going to let me put it in the center, really. Okay, well, luckily we have a little bit of space we can work with. Thank you. Right in the center of 2. Please tell me I can bend this and look proper. I don't even want to know what was going on there. Whatever. Fix that. There we go, number 3 from the bottom. Okay, can I go from up to down? I can. Awesome. Come on. Perfect. And the bottom conveyor belt is just going to go to here. Perfect. It's a little bit annoying that that's... We're still going to have a merger there. I'm just going to rotate it to that view. There we go. Should do the trick. Just double check. Copper sheets. Do I have none in my inventory? Sort all those goods up. I guess not. Okay. So we got this, that. is this production line. Number 8. Number 3. And number 3 again. Circuit board. Circuit board. Ta-da! And the train just goes straight on through this facility. That's awesome. So, we're going to go here. We're going to get a floor hole. I think that's in a good spot. And we're then going to get a conveyor lift. I think that's in the right spot. That seems fairly level to me, which is what I'm hoping for. And then we'll grab this guy, and we're just going to come across here, number 3. Come on. There we go. So we just need to bring this back a little bit. Am I right on this line? I'm just... Okay. I think that's the right spot. I think. I can't tell if it's just not giving me the... well, that's too low. No, that's not straight, is it? Nope. Okay, 1 second. Number 3. Okay, so... this is just temporary, so I can adjust. No. Really, you're going to make me put in a conveyor floor hole? I think there. Number 3, from there to here. And I want this thing from there to there. Aside from that being just a little too short. I think we're almost done. Perfect. I think that's it. I think we have everything. Please tell me we have everything. Come on, there we go. Come on, please, 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 please. How much plastic do I need, by the way? I need 60, okay, so tier 1s are fine, I guess. But really, we should upgrade those to tier 2s. Okay, awesome. Tier 2, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. How much? 40 of that, and I need 80 plastic in total, so this needs to be, really that should be like that, and this should be that, so I'm getting enough per minute. Okay, now we just got to get this all wired up. I think that's everything. So let's start on the inside here. We got 2 of those, we got 4 of those. Okay. So we're going to get a power pole, we're going to put it in pretty much right here, I think. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take the 4th connection and send it to a power pole here, which is going to connect to you and you. How many connections are you at? Sorry. And to you. We're then going to send another pole, which will have 2 free connections, this one and this one. And 2 more free connections, which means that these 2 get power. Oh, nope, I put that in the wrong spot. It needs to come over 1. Power to that, power to that. Now all of these guys have power. Do I want to put this on the wall? Yeah, we'll put these ones up on the wall. Come on. Why are you not snapping? There we go. Okay, and for that, we want the single outlets. Which means power to you. And we're going to go run over here. And the center of this is here. But funny enough, we actually want this one to be a double. So that I can run power from the outside in. Come on. There we go. Don't die. Nope, don't die, don't die, don't die. Jesus. Okay, so number 4. There we go. So, so let's get rid of this, and get rid of this, and get rid of that. We'll put a power pole there. So give me 2 seconds here. We want to go power. We want the double wall outlet, which is this guy. Can I please just wiggle myself back here? There we go. power to you, and power to you. And at the same time, we're going to grab a single wall outlet. And this is going to be the power in, which is just going to be right about there. And we're going to go power to this, and power to that. Nope, don't die. We're going to go power to there, and not a fan of that lineup. Give me 2 seconds. Just jump over here. Nope, wrong thing. I want that, and let's go one more wall. Which means I'm going to grab you, and I'm going to stick you right there. Why not? Look at that. We got power. Now everything should have power. Yep, everything's got power. So plastic runs, that's good. That runs, that's good. Do you have any spare copper sheets? The answer would be no. I already checked that. Okay. I hope y'all enjoy, and please do consider subscribing and liking. I don't ask often because I know it's annoying, but it does help me out, and it does tell me what you guys like when you do. So, have a great week and stay safe, and peace out.